And we're going to need to do some serious raiding after this in order to regain our prestige. And we're leaving our siege expert behind to deal with the siege there. Okay. This war is as good as over. We just need it to tick up the war score. Whoa! Oh, for Pete's sake. Another army? Really? We're well away. You're going to attack that and die horribly. Bit of an interesting decision to make, but okay. We're just going to leave this army here between these two so that we can reinforce in either direction as necessary, though it's probably going to be up here. Oh, you're probably going to try and siege that back again. That's okay. Lars Vigo is now of age and became a conscientious scribe. I mean, Narumba is theoretically, at least, a diplomat. Can make up for the fact that this guy absolutely isn't. Hey, Bearman. Greetings from Germany. Greetings to you in Germany. You're not coming to attack me. Really? Yes, you are. No, you're going to siege that. That's fine, because this fight will be over. Well, this siege will be over by the time... Oh, before that one even finishes. So we can just merge these two armies and then go and destroy that group. That's fine. Grand halls have been built. Cool. Schema discovered. Spymaster has come to me with great news. Farin is plotting against my guest. So many people want to kill this random guest. Well, we're going to be able to remove a lot of people from office very, very soon. Legally, because they're all traitors. Nero Zerai and Bearman, thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. Great to find a CK3 channel getting your ass spanked by Vikings at the moment in Britain. Well, you may want to look away then, because we're playing as Vikings. It's just that we're in Africa. We are the African Vikings. Super, super famous group. You know, the African Vikings. Or the Viking Africans. No, we're African Vikings. We started out in... Well, actually, we started out down here, but we used the ruler designer to make it. I have taken their ruler. I'm enforcing those demands. We're going to throw everybody into jail. My fearless son and heir Andio has been released from his imprisonment at the hands of Chieftain Bassi and is once again free. Okay, it is time to strip some people of their titles. The moment I have been waiting for. Chieftain Diakbar of Sibi. Revoke title. This is going to stress me the hell out, so I may need to spread this out a bit. And then Bur. Chieftain Bossi of Bur. And now I need to get rid of stress. My armies can go home. And my realm is now way too big, but we can give away some of these territories to our more loyal people. Or we could give them to our kids so that they don't demand so much land. So Lars Vigo, for example, could get Wallata and Al Gaba. Although we're getting to the stage where we have enough adult kids, or at least they're old enough where we can now legitimately say these are worthy heirs. And we can make a proper decision about who the heir should be. Okay, so who do we want to have marry Sesabes? Sesabes is pretty good at learning. Actually, Tora here. Forgiving, brave, and honest. She is Norse. Done. Right, when that marriage comes through, there it is. Let's take a look at the kids and see who should be the ruler. So, Fost Gamalali is pretty. She is also brave. Content, calm. Content's pretty bad for rulers. She is a bit of a fighter. She is mostly learned, though. Then the current heir, who did manage to withstand his captivity, he is a siege engineer. He's also brave, compassionate, and patient. He's handsome. He's a military engineer. Level 3 tactician. He has much better abilities. He's lacking in intrigue, but that hasn't been very important to us. That's what the Spy Master's for. So Andio he's a good heir. Andio is also married to someone who's really good. Like, we will need to make sure that we can get her converted. But this is a bit of a power couple here. Then we've got Lightfoot, who is a learned wizard. Very good learning. Kind of rubbish everything else, though. She is just, which actually in this version of our Norse isn't a positive. It's not negative either. Then we've got Lars Vigo, who does not know the meaning of diplomacy, despite the fact he is a... No. That's learning lifestyle. Oh, it did switch to learning right at the end. Okay, good. So he is a little bit learned, even though most of his education was hilariously in diplomacy. He can punch stuff, but overall he's just not very good. The only thing he is he's brave. Then we got Zofa. Vengeful, which is a Viking trait. Good at fighting. Alright all-rounder, but again not amazing. Then we got Tureki, who is a Norse zealot, which, considering our dynasty's liking of erudite, we are more religious than we are fighting. So him being a zealot, he's ambitious, he's diligent. He's got decent learning, he's a good fighter. Tureki is a pretty good candidate, actually. And he's only 14, he hasn't actually come of age yet. So we don't know what he's going to be like in his final form. He is getting a learning education, so he's going to be very intelligent. He might be good for converting all of these new territories that we've gained. Then we've got Josh, who is beautiful. Bossy, generous, and deceitful. Deceitful is not a Norse trait, which is weird, because I would actually have thought it would be. Intrigue, diplomacy. And then we've got Rebel Viper, who frankly is probably too young to really make a decision about. Although she is getting a stewardship education, she is bossy. And she needs somebody to teach her. Tinker. Okay, so, of those options, I think that the choices are Frost Gamalali, Andio, the rightful heir, Lightfoot, probably not, Lars Vigo is brave, so he's a bit of an outlier choice, I guess. Zofa, probably not. Well, no, I'm going to say no to Zofa. Tureki, I think, is like probably the second choice after Andio. He's a little bit more like how this dynasty functions. He's a zealot, he's ambitious, and he's good at fighting. So Tureki is definitely a worthwhile option. Josh is very able, especially if she's only 13. She's deceitful. I'm going to put you on the list. And then Rebel Viper is, quite frankly, just too young. So, 5 options. Frost Gamalali, the eldest daughter. She is very capable. She is brave. And she's pretty. However, she is a woman in a man's world. Then we've got Andio, who is the current legitimate heir. He's handsome. He is very able as well, and he's married to somebody who's also very able. Then we've got Lars Vigo, who is just kind of obnoxiously brave, and that's it. He just likes to go in swinging, doesn't really care about the consequences. We have Tureki, who is a zealot for the also true faith, in an area that is covered in heathens that need to be taught the proper ways of Odin. And then we have Josh, who is an up-and-comer, still very young, not come of age yet, but with some real potential. So those are the options. I think I'm going to make this a 2-minute vote, and go. Get your votes in. Vote, vote, vote. Who should we make into the air? Bannerlord, new save of an Azurai Blade Dancer is going well. I'm already able to outrun some to horses and some unarmoured. Yeah, having high athletics is really nice. So, get your votes in. Vote, vote, vote. Who should we play as? That is the question. Vote, vote, vote. Get your votes in. I do like how there's basically just 2 candidates right now. Everyone else is like, eh. So Frost, Gamalali, Lars Vigo and Josh all sitting on a single vote each. Like, nobody has no votes. So everyone has at least somebody that's supporting them. But this is really a decision between Andio and Tureki. Are we going for legitimacy or are we going for passion? And the votes are in. Arrogant contributed 8,000 channel points. Thank you very much for that. Frost, Gamalali, Lars Vigo and Josh all got 3% of the vote. Tureki got 39%, which does mean that Andio comes out first with 53. So we are going to continue supporting Andio for the succession. So Tureki, Zophar and Lars Vigo need to be given land. I think I'm going to start by giving Tureki Gen, because Tureki did do well, so we're going to make him 2nd place. I might even make him the Duke of that. We need to give away... Actually, I shouldn't have given Gen away. I should have given these 2 away, because I only need to give away 2. That was a stupid decision. Well, I mean, we're going to be taking Tabon and Kankan as soon as we can. So we need to give away another 2 at that point. We're going to be left with, like, a province over there. Anyway, Galba and Walata will give to the others, so... Lars Vigo is getting Walata. And who was the other one that's due territory? Zophar. He's getting that one. Okay. Now, how stressed out am I? A little bit. Ah, but I can do the feast and the hunt now. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just strip these guys of their titles. Kankan first. And then to Bonn as well. And now I'm one over, so I will need to give one more land away, which is going to be Corenza. Actually, no, I'm going to give Bindugu to Tureki. And I'm going to make you... No, I'm going to give this to somebody else. Possibly not a family member. Fostay's been around a long time. He's been pretty good. We'll give it to Fostay. And then the Earldom of Jen is going to go to Tureki. Okay. So that's going to keep him super, super, super loyal. Meanwhile, I need to continue working on my territories here. I need a new Chancellor, which is going to be... Monon? Oh, hang on, Andio doesn't have a position. Andio can be the diplomat. Yeah, okay. And actually, Dakaljalan is rightfully mine as well, but we definitely don't have the prestige to go after that. Looks a bit like Europower lands. A little bit. It's a mess, still. But we now have access to 2 gold mines, and I control them directly. We've got the one in Niani, which still needs to be built, which I can start on right now. And then Tuguri is also a gold mine, which we now control. So... mercenaries, 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 and more mercenaries. I see those in our future. First of all, though, I am going to have a hunt. To get rid of some of the stress. Fatima could be ransomed. Do it. Errant heir. My son Andio went on ahead of the group chasing a boar. I follow close behind and I find him standing above a commoner tugging an arrow out of the poor woman's chest. As soon as he sees me, he hides the arrow behind his back. It was the father boar. It was the boar father, I swear. What is it with the murder here, people? Come on. Andio fought valiantly to save her. I saw it. Everyone believes me. Heck yeah. Totally covering it up. But we've already kind of proven that we're not a very nice person. So, I'm okay with it. This generous facade is definitely fooling people. We return home reinvigorated, so that's a bit of that done. Now I can host the feast. Which gets rid of another chunk of stress. Still not quite enough, though. Oh no, we get it at the end, don't we? Making acquaintances. Josh seems to enjoy the feast immensely. She becomes gregarious. Gregarious is a really nice trait to have, so we will definitely accept that. The dilemma. The feast is dwindling down, and I find myself deep in conversation with my agreeable wife. She inquires about my opinion on tax levels, a subject she is deeply interested in herself. Fascinates me as well. Couldn't care less. More interested in you. You're a steward. I'm a steward. We'll talk about money. And as a result, I got a martial trait. Love it. Kingsguard. Let's get some more knights. I can now have 21 champions. And what's even more amazing is I've actually got enough people for 21 champions. 265% efficiency. Get in. Not bad. Not bad at all. After having spoken over dinner for a while, Andio leans over to tell me he finds it impressive how knowledgeable I am about so many different things. I gain prestige. Yes! Positive prestige! Mission accomplished. Let's go negative again while we reinforce our armies. As my feasts depart, with everyone headed for their respective homes, I am proud to say the feast was a success. I have my wife to thank for much of its success, and I feel nothing but gratitude as she sees the last few guests off. More prestige, and I've become an eager reveller, which means that people like me more. And I think that's probably a good place to end this stream. So thank you everyone for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, then you should definitely do like Armageddon and Fulgorks and hit that follow button so you get notifications when I'm live again in the future. If you're really enjoying this, then please do consider subscribing. It does help the channel out, lets me do more of this kind of content. If you would like to support the channel in other ways, you can do so by checking out the Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/MordredViking. I do have a YouTube channel, which you can find at youtube.com/MordredViking, and also a Discord, which you will probably find linked any minute. Now, we should go and raid someone. The question is whom? No CB cast is on. We'll go and raid them. So head on over to NoCB, say hello from Mordred Viking. I'd love to see their chat lit up by the Viking raid, which you can do by copying and pasting Viking raid just like this. Or if you are a subscriber, then you can do it with this and you get the Longships note. That will only work as a subscriber though, otherwise it comes up with just a bunch of gobbledygook. Madin, thank you very much for the follow, welcome to the channel. I will be back again in 1 hour. I'm just slipping off to go and get something to eat, and when we get back we will be diving into Per Aspera again. So if you would like to see some more of that continuing from yesterday's stream, you definitely should. It was a really good game. I was very much enjoying Per Aspera, so I highly encourage you to come join me for that. In the meantime, thanks everyone for watching. I will catch you all next time. Until then, goodbye. Viking Raid! Viking Raid!